has to eat. So samatha, what do we do it for? We do it so that this mind can have a rest. Once the mind has a rest, it is fresh, it has energy, it has power. So the body is different from the mind. The body gains energy from exercise and moving around a lot. The mind gains energy from being still. So once we practice samatha, if we're able to make our mind still, then let's use it. We're not just going to have a rest and that's it. This isn't the objective that the Buddha was looking for out of practice, out of teaching us about samatha. Samatha, there are a lot of different powers that can come, like we can see the minds of others, we can see different realms of existence or have psychic powers, but these things are useless as far as freeing our minds from suffering, as far as reducing our suffering. And the Buddha didn't teach them as a means for this. So the samatha we practice, all we need to use it for is just for a rest. That's its use, according to our correct objective. When we practice vipassana, watching the body and mind's workings for a long time, we start to get tired. It's still possible to enlighten without any samatha, but it's very difficult. It's very tiring. And if we're able to practice samatha, then we get the much needed rests along the path to revitalize us. It's sort of like the mind gets to stay in a nice, if we're traveling, it's analogous to traveling and being able to stay in a nice hotel, a nice rest stop, get lots of good food, a nice comfortable bed. That's samatha. For those who can't do samatha, or are not able to practice samatha for a rest, they just keep walking and walking and walking and have no chance to rest. They don't have a nice relaxing car like the samatha practitioner. They don't have the place to rest. The one who can't practice samatha and is doing vipassana and wisdom practice only is like somebody walking and they're very tired. Now, can they get to the destination? Sure, they can get to the destination, but it's not an easy way. It's not the easy way to do it. See, we all are suffering, but some of us still may not see that we're suffering. If we practice vipassana, we'll see quite clearly that we are sinking in suffering. Some people look around and say, I don't, where's this suffering? I don't see this suffering. Luang Pa, when he was young, he always had food, he had friends and relatives, he had good parents. He had a good life. He got married to a nice lady, he had a really good job, had good money. Everything in his life was fine. It wouldn't appear like anything as suffering. He had a nice, smooth life. But he practiced vipassana and he saw the truth of the way things are. The heart was still suffering. Just his situation, his environment that he was in was a comfortable one. But the body is entailed with suffering. The body always requiring maintenance, having to go to the washroom, getting sick, needing to be fed, needing to be groomed and cleaned. The body isn't constantly needing maintenance. And the mind is suffering too. He has had everything that everybody wants in life, but there was still desire, there was still hunger in the heart all the time, making him restless, a slave. We can see that when we have this desire and hunger in the heart, we're a slave to what we want. If we're able to see that we're a slave, then we will see that we're suffering and we'll start to struggle to